welcome to children's program. So today we have a special program about my daddy's childhood. So before I start the program, I'd like to introduce my brother named Kosal. I'd like to tell you that my brother today are going to ask the special guest too. Today we are having a special guest. So the special guest name is Kosal. Okay. So today we're going to learn about my daddy's childhood, learn from him, so every kid can learn from my dad too. And I will ask you a lot of questions about your childhood and also my brother too. And so, question will be, what school do you learn when you was a child?
Okay. All right. So thank you very much, my wonderful kids. I love you so much. Thank you for inviting me for this wonderful program.
Yes.
Today I'd like to share my experience about my childhood to you guys so that you can move forward about what to do and what not to do in your future.
Yes.
My first school in life was Kosal Primary School, which is in Kosal village in Kampong Cham province today. But that school
was broke?
Yeah, that school almost collapsed into the river because of the cliff erosion of the Mekong River. So it's going to be in collapse soon.
So your school now is nearly broken into the river?
Yes, sure.
Do you miss it?
I really miss it. I went to my school last month with your mom just to join the celebration there, and I stopped to take some photographs around my school to express my feeling that I miss it so much, but I can't help it because it's going to collapse because of the natural disaster. Well, I started schooling in Kosal Primary School in Kampong Cham province until I was about 6 years old. And after that, I moved to other schools in other province with my parents because they moved there from here. So I learned, I lived in Battambang province for about 10 years. So I started my grade 2 until grade 10 in Battambang province. And I moved back from Battambang province to here, Kampong Cham province, in 1997 to start my education in grade 11th until grade 12.
And then, where is your house in Kosal?
Yeah.
I didn't remember because I didn't born yet.
You were not born yet.
I was not born yet.
But actually, I didn't have home in Kosal village, and so did my parents. They didn't have any house, private house, individual house for themselves. I remember.
You're poor?
Yeah, I remember that when I was about 4 or 5 years old, we as a family, that means I and my sister and my parents lived in Kosal village in a collective house. That means the house for all the family.
Oh, yeah.
Not for the whole family, not for themselves. All right. So we lived in the house where you noticed that Yai Diep lived
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, that house.
So you live in that house?
Yeah, I lived in that house,
Ooh.
and yeah, and then I moved out from there.
Yeah.
I want to ask, if, when you're young, do you have toys to play?
Toys.
Well, but actually, I was not born in a rich family, so I didn't have much money. My parents didn't have much money either to pay for anything, especially for the toys. Actually, I didn't have many toys to play. Instead, I made the toys by collecting things around the house.
Yeah, you
And,
always do that. You have money. You have money now, but you still make things.
Well,
And you're
I
an
don't have much
adult
money.
already.
I don't have much money now.
He have, but he don't want to spend a lot of money.
Well, they're spending money
Not
to the
good.
right purposes, right things to do, but we should save money as much as possible. For me, when I was young, I usually made toys by myself by combining
Woods.
the remainings of woods and metal and unused things around the house to make as one toys to play. And I play toys with my friends. My neighbors' friends. We usually
Oh.
played toys together, and
Because
where
your
did we
friend
play?
don't have money too?
Yes, sure. We live in the countryside. We didn't have supermarket, or we didn't have markets. We didn't have places that we could go to for buying toys. So our best choice was try to make new toys by ourselves. So that's pretty fun for us.
I think,
Wow.
you are young, so I think you can't make it. If you were.
Well,
No.
I could.
He can, because he always made some stuffs for us to play and for having fun.
I was young, but 4 or 5 years old, and
Wow.
I had friends, and they helped me think about it. So we
Oh.
together could make toys and play
We need
together.
teams.
Yeah.
We don't have groups or teams. We can't ask you some more, and I think it could be fun.
Okay.
So, when you sleep in your house, do you have aircon or there's a lot of fresh air?
we had fresh air all the times, but we didn't have aircon.
Wow.
Aircon was unknown by most people at that time. It was in 1983 or 84, and I was so young, and I didn't even know that there was aircon.
Oh,
I didn't know
so
about that.
now
So
you know.
My living was
you
not.
don't know. If when I'm 5 years old, I know it already.
But
Yeah, that's the children in the new generation.
we're in a very beautiful city, but when in 1990 blah blah blah, and that's no
Too long?
air, too long, and no new stuffs
Yeah, no.
like my toys. There's no these.
No, the kind of
these.
toys.
Also, my glass pencil cases. There's no things. Another question: who is your best friend when you're a child?
Okay. Well, that's a good question. Everyone has friends, and even best friends.
Yeah.
When I was young, I also had some best friends in Kosal village and in Battambang province. But my living in Kosal village was so short, and I had some best friends, but since I left Kosal for Battambang province, I didn't meet them anymore until today. So I think I have lost my best friends whom I knew in Kosal village. And I also made some best friends in Battambang province when I was a child in school. But not too many. I had only
A little bit.
a few best friends. Actually, I have a lot of friends, but I had only a few best friends in my life. And until today, I remember only one best friend in Battambang province. His name called Bona. I think he might be watching this video, and I miss you so much, friend. Yeah. He lives and works in Battambang province today.
So you live in Kosal very shortly,
Yeah,
but
very
you
short.
born in there.
I was born there.
Yeah. Oh, so
Any-
interesting.
Yeah. Any
So,
question?
You remember only one friend?
Yes. I remember only one best friend there in Battambang province.
So do you miss?
I miss him, but we can talk to each other on Messenger, so that's not to worry about that. I think he also misses me.
yeah. You steal my cup.
Based
On your experience, what would you like me to do? No.
I believe that my parents always wanted me to be a good son, a good person, and a good citizen to the nation. And I also want you to become as best as you can too for the rest of your life. So what I want you to do is you need to try harder and harder for learning on the journey of your education, and you need to follow the rules of the family and the laws of the country, so that you become good people in the society. And I also hope that you will be successful in whatever you dream of and whatever you do, and I want you to commit to it, and I want you to work hard, be persistent.
The only one more question is that when you speak about your childhood, are you sad?
I'm not so sad about that. Actually, I am glad to tell you all the experience of my childhood.
You're happy?
It's kind of fun experience. We cannot choose our birth. All right. So no one is mistaken by being born in poor families. All right. But on the journey of our life, we need to, try very hard, try our best to achieve our dream. All right, whatever is good, you need to practice time again and again until you make it up and become a successful person in the future, and all things are possible for you.
Okay, so goodbye, my friends. Hope you enjoy our video, and you can learn from my dad's childhood. If you want to do something like my dad, just see this video and just learn from him. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.